Hello there folks, my name is Spoonks and I saw Primate and it was really good. Now I was pretty curious about this movie. I'm not a big horror guy, but even I could admit that I was pretty curious about this movie. I mean, it's a movie about a killer chimp that already piqued my interest, and the strong reviews early on also captured my attention, so I was willing to give this a shot. And while I don't think it's the best horror movie out there, certainly not on par with some recent ones, I still found this to be what I think really works about this movie is that it knows exactly what it is and delivers on everything it tries to set out to be. It's a very, very simple movie. Again, it's literally just a chimp goes rabid, he's left alone with the kids, and they just have to survive against this rabid animal. And I think it really works. It makes the most out of its very simple premise and goes to the extreme unlike any other movie I've seen in a while. This movie knows exactly what it is. It's campy and ridiculous, but it's not stupid or like over the top about it. It plays it straight while also knowing when to like poke fun at itself, have fun with itself, and again really delivers on the suspense, the horror, and the thrills. It really builds tension and suspense excellently. There were moments where I was gripping my seat wondering how the kids were going to survive against this chimp and wondering, okay, what is the chimp going to do next? How is he going to respond to certain situations? What is going on right now? Will they survive? It really builds suspense and tension pretty well, pretty effectively, I believe. And also the kills in this, my god, if you are squeamish, and I mean really squeamish, you might want to at least see this with a buddy you know who can handle this better than you. That's what I did, because man, the kills in this are brutal. Oh my goodness. And they show it all, and again, they take it to the extreme. I won't explain what the kills are, but let me just say again, they are vicious, brutal, and again, you witness it all. Two in particular have stuck with me for a bit when I saw it, because my god, they don't cut away from it. They don't like shy away from the extreme brutality of it. Again, it's a rabid chimp, and we know how strong and vicious they can get, and the movie wants you to witness and bear witness it all. Also, the special effects works in this movie was also really excellent, especially given how cheap the movie is. Again, it's a horror movie, so don't expect like a huge budget on this thing, but the practical effects here really worked and paid off. And I love that it was basically just a guy in a monkey suit, and I think that added to not just the campiness and the silliness, but also to the fear and the tension. I think it really worked better that you really just like understood like, yes, something is actually there. It's a guy in a monkey suit, but it definitely felt more visceral and more fearful knowing that something was actually there, as opposed to just like a computer generated chimp and the actors having to like play off of that. Not to say computer generation is a bad thing, but I just think that going for like more practical and using like a real person in a monkey costume actually benefited the movie greatly. And Miguel Torres Umba, I hope that's how you pronounce it, he plays Ben, and let's just say he committed to the bit. He gave it his all. You really do care about the chimp, what he's going through, but you're also really terrified of him. Again, you don't know what he's going to do next or how he's going to respond to certain things, and that's largely due to the performance by Miguel Torres Umba. Again, he committed to the bit, and he really sold the character, the suspense, and the charm of the character through the performance, so he deserves a lot of credit for that as well. And Troy Kutzer as well, who I was surprised to see when I first heard that he was in this movie, and also a bit surprised that he wasn't in the movie as much as I thought. I knew he wasn't going to be in the movie that much, but still, I kind of want to see him a bit more because he has this presence to himself, and he clearly had fun doing this. He brought a lot of energy and charisma to the role, and he certainly has a really strong section near the end where he does get to play a major part in the story. And again, the movie does a good job of making you care for this character. And again, Troy Kutzer, obviously the Academy Award winner, was the best actor in the movie. He really did a great job in this. As for my negatives, I think the first act is the weakest part. It is the setup where it's supposed to make you care for the rest of the cast, fill it up with the melodrama, and get you to understand these characters. But the problem is the characters aren't that interesting outside of the chimp and the dad. They're not unlikable or hateable, and you do want them to survive against the chimp. I think the actors did a good job. They're working with the material they have here, but again, there's not much material for them. Again, it really is just them trying to survive the chimp, and once things go down, there's not much room for like characterization and development. They just are focused on trying to survive against this thing. So I would have liked a bit more to these characters to make them care about them a bit more. Also, the simplicity of it may be a bit of a detriment for those who are expecting a bit more, maybe more like themes or more to this movie. Maybe some like elevated horror fans were hoping for a bit more here, but it really is just the premise. The chimp goes rabid and the kids have to survive. And if that works for you and you're down for something simple and crazy like this, go for it. But if those are looking for a bit more to their horror flair, something a bit more with more meaning or depth, you're best to skip this one out. Again, it really is just the premise. Short, sweet, simple to the punch, really. But overall, I quite enjoyed Primate. I thought it was a fun time at the movies. Again, it's not going to be like the next horror classic or anything, but it is a fun, simple horror movie that I think a lot of people will get some enjoyment out of. The kills are gnarly. It's surprisingly intense, suspenseful. The practical effects really work, and I do really liked the performances by Miguel Torres Umba and Troy Kutzer. Again, if you've seen the trailer or heard the premise and it sounds like a fun time, definitely go watch it. Even if you're squeamish like me and you're a bit curious, I'd still say at least give it a watch just to see how extreme it gets, but still watch it with a buddy that you know likes horror more than you, or at least can handle something like this better than you. But yeah, I'd still recommend this. I had a fun time at the movies. This was a nice, solid little horror movie to start the year. So those were my thoughts on Primate. What did you all think of it? If you've seen it, did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all the social media links at the end of the video. And until next time, everyone, stay sharp.
Evil monkey holds the key. Evil monkey's gonna get me. I'm hiding underneath my sheets for fear he'll point and shout his teeth. Evil, evil monkey. Evil, evil monkey.